Hey YouTube, Mr. Snake Eyes 99 here, and well, if anybody likes axes, I'm going to show off my axe collection today. I'm going to start off with the United Cutlery Gilhibben Pro Thrower 2 axe. It's a double-headed axe with a couple spikes on the tip, makes for 3 points of 4 to stick. Really fun to throw. You can pick one of these up. I picked it up for about 25 bucks. Getting anywhere from 25 to about $45. Cutlery Ronin throwing tomahawk, and I picked one of these up from one of the magazines, the knife magazines, for $20, and it's really fun to throw. All one piece of metal. Condor double bit throwing axe, and I've put a custom maple wood handle on the throwing axe as basically, well, I thought it needed a little bit more girth on the handle. This is a very good deal. It's all carbon steel. I picked this up for about $35, and you can pick these up for anywhere from $35 to $50 nowadays. Don't quote me on that, but it's a Kit Ray United Cutlery throwing axe. Really fun to throw. Makes kind of a little ting sound when it hits the target sometimes. And the holes, when you throw them, make a little whooshing sound. Next I have just a tomahawk head that was given to me by a buddy, and me and another friend decided that we were going to try to find a stick and put it together. So we've tested it out for throwing, and it works okay. Works pretty well. I call this the Ranger axe. It's just a small little hatchet made out of L6 saw blade tool steel that I made. I modeled this after the Ontario Ranger axes that I could not afford to buy myself, so I made one out of L6 saw blade steel, and I've used it, and it works alright. Works pretty good. We have the SOG Fusion Vietnam style tomahawk. This is not only a throwing tomahawk, but a utility tomahawk as well, and I've definitely used this a few times, well, quite a few times, camping and doing other things such as excavating and using the back spike to, break up rocks and heavy dirt and whatnot. Got some little customized deer skin on there that a buddy of mine gave to me. I won this tomahawk in 2007. This is a cold steel, I think it's the Frontier Hawk, and it's got a nice little hammer pull on the back. Good for utility purposes. Great little axe to take with you on camping excursions or whatnot. Forged steel head, nice wood handle. I use it for throwing and for some construction style work. And I also have here a Condor original throwing axe. I've had this with a customized paint job. I don't know if you can see that very well in the light, but my buddy did a custom paint job as he was doing some experimenting, and then we put some camouflage wrap on there. This is a workhorse of an axe. I paid about $33 for this. You can pick them up for anywhere from $30 to $45 or so. And we're going to go ahead and take a little break. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Next up on the axe list is the Smokin' Tomahawk pipe. Just a little cheesy piece that I bought for like 20 bucks, and I don't use it, but it looks cool. Now this is a Cos Hanway smoking tomahawk pipe. This is more functional and better craftsmanship, of course. My grandfather gave this to me as a gift, and I believe you can pick one up for under $100. Very nice piece though. Next up we got a cold steel trench tomahawk, and this is a nice solid axe right here. You got this about $40 to $50 or so nowadays. Really hardcore high carbon steel, 1055, good thick piece of metal right there, and I've used the heck out of mine. Actually, I use for digging some trenches for replacing the pipes in my front yard. This right here is this custom-made tomahawk by a Navajo man from Colorado, and got the custom beadwork, custom leather wrap, sinew, and forged blade there. It's not sharp, but it's it's ceremonial style piece. Horsehair and the bird feathers there. Just traditional tomahawk. Next up, I have one of my older cold steel Norse tomahawk throwers. Just got it all wrapped up in tape to kind of absorb some shock, and I think maybe to stop the handle from cracking a little bit. But I don't know. These things are nowadays about $25, $30 or so from any place you can get them from. Fighting tomahawk, or fighting hatchet. This is a semi-custom made tomahawk or hatchet, all one piece of 5160 steel, I believe, and this thing is just hardcore. It's basically, when all else fails, you can count on the Brand Max. It also is a good thrower. We wrapped up the handle, little custom work right there, as you guys can see. Least of this little set here before I move on to the next, I got the Gunstock War Club. This is, I call it the Chingachgook. Chingachgook was from Last of the Mohicans, and he carried a Gunstock War Club most similar to this. This thing is just a beast. I bought it just because it looked awesome, and it just looks like it could wreck shop. And it can, and it does, and it also throws well. If you know how to throw a tomahawk, you can throw something like this. As long as you got a good target that's not going to be destroyed, because this will destroy shit. Alright, YouTube, I'll come back with the Franken axes. Hey guys, I'm going to wrap this up here and show you off the Franken axes. This is Franken axe version 1. This is the first axe or tomahawk that I ever made, and just a black pipe with some carbon steel welded onto it. My friend's a welder, and he does all the welding for me. This is a Franken axe version 2 prototype, and it's a prototype because it has a carbon fiber over aluminum handle, and I can't just normally get that stuff. This is L6 tool steel. Came from a big old saw blade, and I shaped the head myself, and like I say, my buddy fabricates the handles for me. All these Franken axes have been tested and used by myself and others, and this is version 4. Version 3 is in possession of a friend, and he currently uses it for demolition and whatnot. And version 4 is well, it's a basic tomahawk with a spike on the back. I have the last one I've made is version 5. You can see that my craftsmanship is improving a little bit each time. I feel I can tell that I'm getting a little bit better, and that's good for me. You know, I want to make good axes, and well, this ain't pretty, but it works good. Alright, YouTube, axe around.